Hey guys, February 27th, Thursday around 2 p.m. right now, heading to the gym. Today we got kneecaps and elbows. We're going to take it light because tomorrow we got wrists and ankles and I don't want to push myself too hard. But seriously though, I wanted to start the video by giving a sincere thank you to everyone who has reached out to me and showed concern. I get a lot of people in my videos asking, are you ever going to deadlift again? Are you ever going to squat again? Can you train lower body? Relating to my lower back injury. And to be honest, I like to stay positive and say, yes, I will, and sooner than later. The reason I say that, after getting my MRI results, I had no idea I had herniated discs in my lower back, spondy, all that stuff going on. I got the MRI done out of curiosity, and I just wanted to know exactly what was going on. Why was I feeling the pain I was feeling? And, you know, that kind of clarified stuff, but did it really change anything? The only thing it changed for me personally was I took it upon myself to stop deadlifting and squatting, mainly because out of caution. You know, I was worried, I was concerned. I didn't want to risk injury knowing what was going on with my back. No one told me to stop deadlifting and squatting, but I hadn't gone to physical therapy after getting the MRI results. So, as I mentioned in the last episode, next week I will be seeing my physical therapist again, who also is a chiropractor and who also I have worked with in the past. So he knows what's going on, and I have talked to many physical therapists and sports physiotherapists and chiropractors online, and you always get a different opinion because everyone has a different scope of practice, everyone has different experiences. So I get the people who are telling me, you probably won't be able to deadlift and squat again because, you know, with what's going on with your back, if you do deadlift and squat, you're just setting yourself up for injury. Then I get the other, you know, good sports physiotherapists, people who are pretty well known and good at what they do, who say, if you were squatting and deadlifting prior to your MRI results without seeing or feeling any pain, you should not have stopped. What you were doing was actually protecting your spine and building up surrounding muscles. So you get the people who say, keep deadlifting and squatting. If it doesn't hurt, do it. And then you get the people who are very cautious and say, don't do it because you're risking X and Y, whatever. So it's really hard to just go by someone's opinion because realistically, you can get hurt doing anything. You could be 100% healthy, go into the gym and kick a weight back for a bench press and snap your shoulder off. So there always will be a risk for injury. There's risk versus benefit. But I'm just going to start going to my physical therapist, see what he has to say. He knows me best. I've worked with him before. And we can kind of do it on a case-by-case basis since I'll be going maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So for everyone who is showing concern because they either are going through a similar injury, have been through an injury, or are just curious as to whether or not I'll deadlift or squat again, I just pulled up to the gym and I'm going to go in there and try deadlifting right now. Now, I'm not going to try and deadlift for a PR. I'll probably throw like 95 pounds on the bar and just see how the movement feels. And then this way I can also give feedback to the physical therapist. So I guess we'll see how it goes. And Snap City. So we are in the gym deadlifting for the first time since last year. Now, I know that sounds funny because last year was only 2 months ago, but 2 months with no deadlifting. And you know what? It felt awesome. Sure, I'm only using 95 pounds here. Those are 25-pound bumper plates. And it felt so incredibly light. And there was nothing I wanted to do more than to load up that bar and push myself and lift heavy. But this is where that mental strength comes in. I mean, physically, yes, I am capable of lifting a lot more weight. But mentally, I have to tell myself, you're just getting back into it. You know, learn the movement pattern again, which usually comes pretty quickly through a bunch of warm-up sets. It's not something you totally lose, but you want to get in that groove again. And I felt really good. The form felt good. Now that I'm looking at it, you know, there's some things I could work on. But as far as the pull, what I was just focusing on here was driving through the heels, focusing on the lockout, which is something that, you know, your glutes are great for protecting your lower back, having that glute strength. So you'll see here, I'm not pulling up too forcefully, but at the top, I'm squeezing my glutes as hard as I can. And I actually did a couple of sets where I held it there for 3 to 4 seconds. So again, deadlifts are feeling good, so we'll see what happens after I go to physical therapy. I'm really hoping I could start them up again. Then I moved on to this machine. It's a variation of a hack squat, but it's not loading through the spine. So as you can tell, a normal hack squat, the weight is on your shoulders. This weight is actually right by my lower back. And if you could see, I'm not sure if you could see, at the bottom of the machine is a little 5-pound bumper that's stopping my range of motion. So my whole goal was not to go down too far. And unfortunately, I can't lock out any more than what you see right there. Otherwise, I get nerve pain down my leg. But I will admit, I'm actually a little bit sore. My quads haven't gotten a workout like that in a while. And then representing team small calves right here, we did some calf raises. Again, you could see I wasn't doing any standing calf raises because I wasn't trying to put weight on my shoulders. So this was a great alternative. Calves are actually something I have been keeping up with my upper body workouts, and throwing them in with some core work so I don't totally lose size in my legs. But again, just staying positive and really looking forward to incorporating some more lower body stuff over time. So we'll see where it goes from here. When I was in the gym, it was snowing so hard to the point where you couldn't see out the window into the parking lot. And now look at it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Hey, what's up guys? Just got to the post office, gonna check the P.O. box. That's right, I have a P.O. box, and the address is listed in the description box of every video. So if you're feeling generous, you wanna send me some stuff, hit me up. I'm just kidding guys. But seriously, the address is there if you wanna send a note saying hi. But let's see if we got anything in there. This means there's a package. Hey, what's up guys? So we got this package here. It is addressed to me, thankfully. I'm not taking someone else's mail. But it's from the Bodybuilding Bros. So I'm just gonna open it right here. Let's see what we got in this package. Nice. It looks like it's one of their stringers that they just came out with. Let's see, check it out. Oh, that's clean. That is awesome. Thank you, fellas. I really appreciate you guys sending this out. This is, I really like this logo. For those of you who, well, first of all right, so I've shouted the Bodybuilding Bros out a lot. I don't think there's a need to do it anymore. People know who they are. They have an amazing channel, and they have a nice, loyal following, and they just keep growing. So real quick, if you don't know who they are, I'll link their channel on the screen. They're two brothers, actually not too far from me. They live in Jersey. I'm in New York, but I actually met them at the Arnold last year. And, we kind of stayed in contact. They started their YouTube channel, and just awesome dudes. So two brothers started a YouTube channel. They both bodybuild, they both powerlift, and they both know about flexible dieting. So that's what their logo is all about, bodybuilding, powerlifting, and flexible dieting, and how it, they all work together. And this is a pretty dope stringer. So thank you guys very much. Again, if you don't know who they are, which hopefully you do by now. I've mentioned them many times here on this channel. I'll link them on the screen and in the description box below so you can check them out. So Frank and Harry, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. And have fun at the Arnold. I wish I could be there this year, but I just couldn't make it. But we'll definitely meet up soon. Hopefully over the summer. We're not too far away from each other. So we'll get together, lift, eat, and just have a good time. So enjoy guys. Thanks again. Hey, what's going on guys? Around 7:30 p.m. just made myself some dinner. Tonight we are going with a buffalo chicken panini with some low-fat mozzarella melted on there, some grilled chicken, and a whole wheat panini. We have a burrito inside there. Is actually some more grilled chicken, some black beans, some Trader Joe's avocado, or guacamole, I'm sorry, fat-free sour cream made with Greek yogurt, and I think that's really it in there. And then a big salad, a spinach salad, topped with a little bit of Chex Mix with a half a serving, as well as the Bolthouse Farms ranch dressing. So that's what we're going with now. And working on the website. For those of you who actually downloaded the ebook, which the link is in the description below, if you go to FusaroFitness.com right now, you will be forwarded to the sign up for the ebook. So all you do is type in name and email, you get the free ebook. Now in about probably a little less than 2 weeks, that website will be live, so you won't be redirected anymore. So make sure you do sign up to that. So if you get the ebook, you'll also be notified through a newsletter when the website is live. I'll also mention here on the channel, but it's your opportunity. Just grab a free ebook, and yeah, so I appreciate the support as always, guys. I'm going to eat this, keep working on the website a little bit, and I'll catch up with you guys later on. Protein, one of my favorite meals or snacks. Oatmeal, protein powder, peanut butter. Delicious. So having that, just recorded this about a half hour ago. It was a Q&A. I'm throwing it up on the channel tonight, so that's the 27th, but you obviously won't see this video on the 27th. But you probably would have already watched the Q&A. So, doing that, eating this, and yeah, let me actually upload this now. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.